Okay, the first step to this process is clicking on the logo layer and then choosing to pre-compose. Then just rename the pre-composition. I'm just going to name mine logo, but you can name it whatever you like and then press OK. Once you have done that, we are going to click this little box with a 3D cube above it. By pressing the switch, this allows the logo to be turned into a 3D layer. Once you have done that, we will then need to go to the effects and presets, then followed by transitions, then choose card wipe. As you can see, the effect has taken place into the logo. Once you have applied the effect to the logo, the next step is to go to the logo layer and then click the arrow next to it. Then go to effects, then go to card wipe. Once you have done that, you need to make sure that the marker is at 0 seconds. The next step is to set the transition completion to 50% and then click on the stopwatch next to it, which places a keyframe at the starting point. Once you have done that, move the marker and then place it on the 4 seconds on the timeline, and then set the transition completion to 100%. Once the keyframes have been set, the next step is to go to the transitions width and set from 50% to 47%. As well as setting columns to 44. The next step is to click on the stopwatch next to the card scale to implement a keyframe on 0 seconds. Then move the marker up slightly to 1 second and 25 milliseconds as it's shown on here, and then place the card scale to 1. Once that has been done, we then move back the marker to 0 seconds and then go to the camera options to set the figure of the Z position down to 0.52, and then click on the stopwatch to add a keyframe. Then place the second keyframe by placing the marker on 25 milliseconds and change the Z position to 2.32. As you can see, the logo has more of a unique entrance rather than just fading in by messing with the opacity. Once the fading in animation for the logo has been set, the next step is to give the logo a nice sheen to it by using a light effect. And to apply this effect, we just need to simply go to the effects and preset and type in the search bar CC Light Sweep. And apply to the logo. Once the effect has been applied, we do the same thing as we did with the card wipe effect. Therefore, under the CC Light Sweep, we go to the Direction tab and change the negative number -30 to a positive number, which is 39. as well as changing the sweep intensity to 28. After sweep intensity, we then move to the edge intensity and change it to 57. When all the necessary figures for the light sweep effects have been set, we then place the mark exactly at the ending point of the logo's transition, which is in my case it's on 4 seconds. From there we place the light cursor to the top left of the logo. Once that has been set, we now go to the center tab and place a keyframe by clicking on the stopwatch. When the keyframe has been set, we then place the marker from 4 seconds to 4 seconds and 6 milliseconds from the second keyframe to be placed. To place the second keyframe, we just need to drag the light cursor from top left and drag it diagonally down to the bottom right corner to the logo. When the sheen effect has been placed, we get to check on our current progress. When you're happy with the first half of the logo's animation, we then need to move on to animating the text of the logo. And to do this, we just need to create a text layer, As you can see, I have set my text size to this figure, but you can set yours to any size you want. I have also set mine to the color I want it to be, which is orange, but then again, you can choose whatever color you want. Once the text has been created, the next step is to position where it needs to be. And then apply an effect. Called the 3D Rotate Basic Cascade. But what you need to know is that before you apply the effect onto your text, you need to place your marker on the specific timeline when you want your text to start appearing. For the effect automatically places 2 keyframes. For example, I'll place my marker on exactly 5 seconds and 21 milliseconds, which is just a few milliseconds just after the sheen effect finishes animating on the first half of the logo. However, if you're not happy where the keyframes have been placed, you can just simply highlight them. And move them like what I've decided to do here. Once the cascade effect has been set, and if you're happy where you positioned your text, we now move on to applying the sheen effect into the text just by applying the specific effect to it, as well as using the same figures that was used on the first half of the logo. Once the sheen effect has been applied to the text, all you need to do is watch it animate from start to finish. Thank you for watching this video tutorial on how to animate logos, and I hope that this video was helpful to you.